everyone. I am Arundhati Shom, the professor of IIHM, which is Indian Institute of Hotel Management. It is a very renowned college in Kolkata, the city of joy. Here the courses are hotel management, hospital management, hospitality management and tourism management. We provide bachelor's, master's and diploma over here. Those who want to opt bachelor's, after 12 they can join our courses. Those who want to opt masters, after graduation they can join our courses. And those who want to opt the diploma, they after class 10 they can opt for our courses. And here all the faculties with very much care and very much individual attention, we all teach our students, we groom our students. All the very core subjects of each industry, of each courses are taken care of. But other than the core subjects, there are also many important subjects which helps the student to develop the managerial skills or the managerial insights of different industries, of all these industries like hotel industry, hospital industry, tourism industry. And these subjects are very important. And these subjects helps to create a very good human resource. And these subjects are finance, economics and statistics. And if you want to be a manager who can see the future of a business, who can take very good decision and who can administrate the stuff in a very orderly manner, in a very organized manner, these three subjects are very important. Now, one must think that we are not from this background. We are not from economics background or commerce background or statistics background. Maybe you're from arts background, maybe you're from a very chemistry background or a very different background or science background. But this is not that important. Here, all the faculty from very scratch, from very minute details we take care of. We build concepts, and we do very interactive sessions of all these subjects, and we give practical sums, and we let the students solve, and all the faculty and management people, our director ma'am, our principal, they all encourage our students to learn new things and overall build or groom themselves to be a very efficient human resource in the professional world, in the very important industry, hotel industry, tourism industry, hospital industry. These three industry earn a lot of revenue, and these three industry are one of the greatest taxpayers of the government. The government earn a lot in terms of tax from all these industries. So a manager or an administrative person who is a part of this industry, or a human resource or the employee, they must have very good decision making abilities. They must understand the business, they must understand the sales pattern, they must understand how to decrease the wastage of cost or monetary wastage, how to decrease it, or they must understand the behavior of the customers. So these three subjects in different way, these three line of knowledge in a very different way give that student insight, so that when he steps forward to the professional world, he can really, with his brilliancy, proficiency, efficiency, take very good decisions which can help the business to boom or to grow. So we first come to accounts or finance, where finance, rather we have many different parts, like accountancy is a part of finance, financial management, costing, managerial accounting. So these four are very different, very strong part of finance as a knowledge, as a discipline. So if we say accounts is basically how to take or how to record all the transaction, all the give and take of a business. How the cash coming in, cash going out in the hotel, the customers are giving cash as payments, and the accountant give all the records of all the cash transactions, how much property a hotel is buying, how much property the hotel is selling, all the account is keeping in monetary terms, everything. Suppose a hospital, they are buying food for their patients, they're buying lot of medicinal equipment for their patients. So an accountant in a hospital with the knowledge of hospital management can understand that how much money is going out of the business and how much money is coming into the business as revenue, as sales, as payments from the patients. So accountants is very important to keep records of all the very, 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 very essential monetary transactions which will bind the business. If there is a theft or there is a embezzlement in the business, then the business can't afford it. The business will be at loss. So the accountant keep all the records of these monetary transactions so that there is no wastage of money. There is a proper record of all the money in and money out of the business, so no one can steal the money, and the business can run very properly. So this is a very much a part of accounts. And if we come to financial management deals with the part of finance which help the managers or a superior or the senior managers to understand how much capital is invested in a business. Suppose a hospital which has an investment of 50 crores, 60 crores. So in hospital industry, we must know there are so very huge investment. We must know how much of profit we should earn so that such a huge investment become reasonable to us. If, as I told you, we are investing 50 to 60 crores and we are earning a profit of 1 crore or 2 crore, it really doesn't make sense. The profit should be much higher. So these ratios we should learn, that if we are taking loan, what should be the percentage of interest? If we are taking credit from others, from our vendors, what should be the days reasonable days we should give return those credit. So all these ratios, all these technical investment procedures, and all these negotiations with vendors, with the banks from we are taking loan, with the owners who are invested, and the profit percentage, all these negotiations are very important, and we learn all these things in financial management. Then comes the cost accounting part, which is very essential to find the price of the product. If we are selling a room, suppose we are selling a room of 10,000, and we must know that why we are making the price 10,000 for a room, and why not 4,000, why not 5,000? What are amenities? What are all the amenities we are giving to our customers that we can charge 10,000 and that is reasonable? I must tell you one thing, that if we charge a very high price, we will lose our business to the competitors. So we must analyze our competitors, and we must put the cost, and we must know that the costs are reasonable enough, and then we should sell them. And so these are very important part of cost accounting. Suppose we are selling food and beverage, so we must know that in a 7-star, what should be the cost of, suppose, 1 plate of chicken curry. We must know that if we are selling chicken or any non-veg item or meat products in a very regular restaurant, what should be the pricing? If we are selling that same product in a very high-end restaurant or in a high-end brand, the pricing will be different, because in a high-end brand or in a big hotel, the cost is important. The furniture we are providing, the employees we are giving to them, the managers who are very well trained. So the cost of the whole product is much more than what is the cost of the same thing in a normal or in an average restaurant. In an average restaurant, the structure of furniture, the lighting, the decor, the ambience, the employees, everything is not so much costly. So we can produce, or we can give the product or the food in a low cost. If we give the same food in the restaurant, you can understand the cost will be much higher, because we have to maintain are more lot of things, are more lot of expensive things. So what should be the cost of a particular food is very important, and the calculations are very important. So these things we learn from costing. In costing, we also learn that what is our regular cost, what is a regular cost, what is a 1 month cost, 2 month cost to run a business, to run a hotel, to run a hospital, to run a restaurant, to run a tourist or travel office. What can be, we can, from costing we can also learn what can be the cost if we sell to Europe, to a very high-end customer or very rich or influential customer. So we should know all the costs, what are the costs, and we should know how the calculations is done. Like in a cost there are two parts. One is fixed cost. If the sale increases or if the production increases, the cost remains fixed. Like the cost of a kitchen, the repair of a kitchen is fixed. Whatever is the amount of plate or the amount of production is in the kitchen. But the cost of vegetables or the cost of meat is increasing with the production. So there are various kind of costs behaving very differently. So we should understand all the elements of costing, and costing is a very, very essential part for a manager to be a very good administrating officer. So if you don't understand cost, if you don't know how to control the cost, there will be a lot of wastage in the money in terms of finance, and the business may incur loss and the business may shut down. So these are very important aspects of business which the faculty of IHM, which all the, which with their joint effort, they teach the students with care, and we always give individual attention to their queries, and we always try to solve their problems if they have any particular problem in a particular area. So as I'm telling you that you don't need to be a commerce or a finance student. Here we take care all the aspects of the students, their individual problem, their barrier in their learnings. We take care of all the parts of our student, and we help them to groom themselves into very efficient manager, very efficient administrative officer. And all our students, they're in a different parts of the world, working very successfully in very different different industries, and very important industries, and in top companies in India, abroad. Our placements also there in the different parts of the world, in very good countries. Our internships also there in very different parts of the world, in Mauritius, in everyone from the hotel industry. So we try to groom our students with all those managerial skills. And then I must come to the economics part. And in a economics part, I must say, in economics, which is very essential to learn the demand pattern of the industry. Why the consumer should feel satisfied, and why the consumer should feel very comfortable. We should make the consumer feel comfortable always, because and to understand the consumer, to understand their demand, we should learn economics. There are certain chapters in economics which is utility, consumer surplus, which is called demand and supply. So in this chapter we learn why a consumer is should want a particular commodity or a particular service. What is the cultural background of the consumer? What is the income status of the consumer? How the consumer see or perceive that particular product or service, and how the market works, how the pricing strategy works, how the other competitors are working, and what is the whole interaction in the market or in the pricing strategy with the competitors, with the consumer, with the business itself. So all these things are very important, and we learn these things through economics. How the supply pattern is, how a hotel or a hospital or a tourism agency is supplying their products, at what price range, what are the amenities they're giving, at what price range, and how the competitors are supplying the same amenities at a particular price range, how the brand value is, how the the market is working when the consumer comes from a simple monetary background or a middle strata of the society, or how a very rich or how a very flamboyant or how a very high-end consumer is taking the market or working in the market. So we do market segmentation. We according to the market, according our targeted consumers, we study their behavior. We can understand that economics is very important to understand a consumer, his demand pattern, the cost price, the competitor, the market the industry is working in. These concepts gives very much very efficient decision making capabilities as a manager or administrative staff to understand the business, to understand the growth of the business. So these are very important. Now comes statistics as a subject, and statistics we deal more with the quantities, more with numbers, and in statistics generally used in research, but here statistics is used as a evaluating discipline or subject. What we do to evaluate or to understand our employee performance, we use statistics, that what should be the basic kind of service or efficiencies our employees, the employees of a business should have. We can understand from the average or mean when we calculate that this is a standard performance or a standard benchmark of the employees. Then there are many subjects, or many rather subjects, we rather call it many chapters, which we can say hypothesis testing, frequency distribution. In hypothesis testing, we do different experiments, and we try to find out that what is the result of the experiment, what is the success rate of a certain event in a business. Or in frequency distribution also, we try to find out what is the success rate or failure rate if we start certain department in a business, or we close certain department in the business, or we have some targeted sales in the business, and we need to find out whether we can achieve that sales or we cannot achieve that sale. What is the future probability? We with statistics we try to find out what can be the future, and by those experiments, obviously they are much with numbers, and by those experiments we can find out that how the future of the business, or how the future of the industry, or how the future of the whole business community can behave. And from this behavior, if we can predict the future behavior, then it is very easy for us to take necessary decisions, necessary precautions in the business course, and which where these necessary decisions and precautions can help the business from having losses. The business can save their losses, or they can increase the profit if they take decisions properly according to the statistical result. So statistics is very important for future prediction. There is a report called MIS reporting system, which generally give the trend of a business, of the future sales, of how the employee should behave in the future. Suppose it's a hospital industry, and suppose the administrative officer want to know that how efficient is the machineries of the hospital. Then he can do experiments with the machineries, and he can understand that if the machinery is breaking down too much, then what can be the future cost for the machineries, or what can be the investments. So then the manager may think how he can find the capital or find the money for buying the machineries. Maybe he can take loan, maybe he can from the savings of the hospital he can buy the machineries. Suppose another aspect of statistics is, suppose there are two medicines, two medicines for a same disease. If one medicine is selling more, the other medicine is, the sale may drop because the consumer is buying a particular medicine more. So we can find the relationship that how these two medicines are behaving. If the sales of one medicine is increasing, then the sale of other medicine may decrease. So how much we should stock, how much medicine we should stock, so that there is no extra medicine in the go down. And if there are extra medicine in the go down, or if there is extra medicine in the storage, then more money is blocked in the business. So in this way, we can learn how the two components are dependent on each other, like how the two medicines are dependent, and how the machinery behaves in a hospital, or how the staff is behaving, what should be the nature of the staff, should be a standard efficiency level. With statistics, we can understand all this. So these are very, very important aspects of business managerial skills. And in our college, we always take lot of care and lot of insight to make the students understand. And the students are really doing very well in different parts of the country, in different parts of the world, and they have become very efficient managers. And we are really happy, and we are really it's a very great emotion that our students are doing so well. And we can promise you that all the students and their concerned people, we can promise the team of IHM, which is Indian Institute of Hotel Management, can promise that with our best efforts, with our best guidance, with our best infrastructure, we can deliver all the necessary skills, all the aspects that the manager or administrative officer or a professional, that they can work in the industry, in different industry. And we try to make them a good human resource where they can develop themselves, they can have a good life with them, and we ensure that. And I'm happy, very happy to be a proud part of this college, and I assure you that you'll also have a very happy journey with us. Thank you, take care, goodbye.